sit here. There. Hi. Is there somebody really there? Nice to see you. Let me get something. Just a second. I was a little early, so I didn't think anybody would be here yet. How are you today? I'm just waiting till 11 to start showing. They're gone. I'm just waiting till 11 for the people that might be watching the playback to show the progress that I made on the jacket, because it is so close to perfect. It's amazing. So I'm quite proud, but I'm a little early. So what shall we do while we're waiting? I guess I could start measuring out some stuff. That's over there. That's the unfortunate part. Well, I hope you stick around for the playback, because I have a game today that while I am doing the hi if you're there, I have a game that I will be playing with people if they want to play while I am working on the ties, because I actually have finished the collar. The collar is done. So at 11-ish, we will move on. So one of the questions, there's Michelle. Hi, Michelle. How's it going? I was just talking to nobody. I started early, and so I was like just talking, trying to fill time so that the people that might be watching the playback might actually want to stick around for the playback. But I was saying the collar is done. Like, the collar looks so good, and I'll give it a few minutes and then I'll show you. If you end up being the only one here, you will be my one person. So how is that? You're like so special today. So I have this game. I went and I got a game last night because I figured instead of me talking about my week, which is rather boring, that maybe we could play a game while we're all working on our projects. And so this gives me something a little more directed, and it might be fun just to kind of think about some things. So there's Lynn. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Are you doing well today? I was telling Michelle that the collar is done and it looks so good. So I was going to wait just a few minutes and then show everybody, because yeah, Blake tried it on today. Whoa. These are not oracle cards, in case anybody is thinking that. It's a game. It's a game. But Blake tried on the jacket this morning because I was sewing until 2 o'clock last night, but or this morning, and he put it on and it looked so nice. He was so pleased. He was like very smiley, very smiley. So this is a game to play questions, so we'll get to know each other better. No, I can quit talking about random things that happened. Although this week I had the craziest week of miracles, like actual really, I think, miracles. It was really crazy. Do you guys want to hear? I'll tell you. I'll share the joy. So, or I can just get started. 1 o'clock in your time. Yeah. Yes, please, to tell you my miracles. Okay. Yeah, I was Instagramming at 2 o'clock. So, okay, miracles. So, but my mom got out of the hospital on Tuesday, and that's just always a miracle. But we were talking, and she's really like, this just really feels like it's divine timing for her, because I didn't mention it before, but I did mention it to Michelle that her doctors were out of town, like her regular doctors, and so they were out of town. One was in Africa, so she ended up getting better doctors who probably are doing a much better job for her. But this week, on what day? There were little things, but on Friday specifically, our car had to go in. We have a couple, but and it was going to cost $1,200. And with the boys going to college and everything, of course, that's a bit of a problem. So, but this 12-year-old car, for some reason, the things that needed to get fixed were still on warranty. So we only have to pay $100 in order to the deductible, and then they will fix it. I mean, like, we might have to pay for some parts, but $1,200 to $100 I consider a miracle, a financial miracle. And then this morning I was just there was something else, but this morning specifically I was doing my meditation and using my cards, and I had the weirdest dream about my sister was there, and she had ordered a package, and so I went to go pick up the package, and the package was not there yet. And I'm telling you all of this because it has to do with the miracle. So she ordered the package, and it wasn't there yet. So, and I was in this like large building that had brown carpeting, and it was, so I went to get it, and they're like, no, it's not here. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll just wait. And then I went to an auditorium that was in the building, and where they were going to be playing jazz, and my sister was there, and she was playing jazz piano, which my sister didn't play piano, she played bass guitar. So I don't know what that was about. But anyway, so the whole point was that the message was of the dream was the package isn't here. So like it's not here yet, but it was going to be there. So I was waiting in listening to the music while I was waiting for the package to come in. And she had ordered it. So then go to my cards, and I just was like, just give me some guidance about staying positive and everything. And so the message was that just keep going, look for signs, you have support, and angelic support, God, divine support, and just keep going. And so then I had the inspiration to go to YouTube, and it opened up to this person who was like, she's a tarot reader. Her name's Bathrobe Spiritual. I don't know if you'd ever sometimes it's a little strange, but sometimes it's like straight on. So, and it was the whole message, like from the dream to my cards, it was like the whole same thing. So it was like confirmation that I'm doing okay, that everything's going to be fine. Oh my gosh. And the other miracle was the video. And when I had my Oracle video, the Oracle dress, I lost like 12 subscribers. And over this weekend, I've not only had those subscribers replaced, but I've had 3 more subscribers. So it was like, I don't know, just kind of like, here you go. Like, I'm taking care of you. Like the universe, God is saying just, yeah, keep going. It'll be okay. Everything's gonna show up in divine timing. So I was really pleased. It was really nice. Okay, so I have talked for 7 minutes after 11. So let me show you. The. Sorry. Let me show you the shirt. Let me show you the. What am I trying to say? You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna go. Okay. So let me pull up that. Oops.
And then pull up that, and then pull up that.
Oh, I bet I have an echo.
Okay, now I bet I don't have an echo. Okay, so let me move this over. Can you guys hear okay? Oops. Oh my God. Sorry. It's always kind of a hit or miss. Oop. Okay, so can you see? Look at that. It's not as sharp. Let me go to, thank you, Michelle. I am so pleased. And so is Blake. He had a smile. He was like, that looks good. So now he's got to hurry up and get the song finished. Like, it's almost there, but I'm thinking by March, I should be able to. I'm trying to get to the drawing part to kind of, okay, there. This is not as sharp as this side, but I think it's because, I mean, like once there's interfacing in there, it will look better and it won't be so floppy in here. Hold on, let me erase that now. But there's the line here. It's not as pronounced. It's not as pronounced as this line, but it is there, like in there. And then the point is about in the right place for the on the shoulder seam. And then, well, wait, let's do this. You can see this better. What happened? Okay, and then this angle, why is it doing that? Okay, we're gonna just, there, get rid of it. The angle is, why? I thought I shut that. Why is it doing that? Sorry, technical difficulties as usual. So that angle here is really, really good right here, because, oh, you can see it's about, it ends about right where on Hyunjin where it ends. So the neckline is really close. Pressing will help with the sharpness, yeah. And yeah, and they have interfacing, and this is just a soft cotton, so it's not going to be, I mean, like without interfacing, it's all wobbly anyway. So I am so proud of myself. I can't tell you, I'm so happy I didn't give up, because this is like almost 100% perfect. So that means that today I get to work on ties. And so before Blake left, I measured where I need to cut off at. Actually, let me,
Dang it. Sorry. It is not my live stream if I don't have that happen at least once. Either the echo or I forget to turn it back on. That's just my live stream. Hi to whoever else is out there now. I hope you'll say hi and stop by. And if you don't want to say hi, that's okay, but thanks for stopping by. So I will cut this off with leaving a little bit of a, what am I trying to say? Leaving a little bit of a seam allowance. And then I need to just draft out the ties that go around. And so in order to do that, I went ahead and just measured twice around here. Wait, just a sec.
I measured twice around Blake's waist this way because, hold on. Oh, whoops. It looks to me like it wraps around twice and then ties in the front. And so I'll need to add a little bit extra on the ends. And it doesn't look, this is the bad thing, it does not look like, maybe the piece that extends, I'm doing it again. Maybe the piece that extends here, like, you know, there's no seam there, but maybe there's a seam on the side to attach the ties. So I think what I will need to do is just extend the pattern piece here to the side, and then I can just add the ties. And that's probably easiest too.
Did I have sound when I was saying all that? Anyway, let's get started. Really quickly, so Michelle and Lynn, since you guys are the ones that are here, I was wondering, would you like to play a game with me? So instead of me just chatting, it is, we're not really strangers. And I find it really funny. And it says in the box, it says, inside we're all the same. Isn't this cute? So it has this little front, Hello Stranger, How to Play. And I find it funny because Hello Stranger is one of the Stray Kids songs that I really like. And the thumbnail is Hyunjin with Hello Stranger across the top, and it's on a red background. So I pulled this out and I was like, well, that's funny. Okay, but there's 3 levels. And so the first level is perception, and it's how you perceive the other person in the game. So the questions are things like, how likely am I to go camping, or something like that. But instead of necessarily you guys telling me, because how would we play otherwise, I was thinking maybe you guys could just write, like, well, I'll answer the question, you guys can write a response in the chat, and then we'll go back and forth like that. The second one is the second is not perception, it is connection. And so it asks more questions like, I don't think well, we wouldn't answer it, but have you ever told someone I love you but didn't mean it? If so, why? Actually, I can't tell that one. So sometimes I forget who I'm talking to on the phone. And I'll be talking to, I had this happen once to like a colleague, and I was like, okay, love you, bye. And I was like, oh no. And I suppose maybe I did love them. I mean, I have affection for my colleagues, so it was okay. But yeah, that's probably the way to answer that question. And then level 3 is reflection. So if you would like to, I'm going to use these to just kind of as I'm talking, because I feel bad just talking about my boring week. So, but I encourage you to answer in the comments as well. Okay, let's switch to, I'm going to, yay, Michelle, thank you. You're such a good sport about so many things. Let me put in this. You have a sense of adventure. I think Lynn does too, actually. That's probably why I like you guys so much. Well, that, and you're so nice. You're just so nice to me. Okay. I need to close these. Okay, and then I don't want to switch it till it's over here, so just a sec. I figure you guys saw me enough last time. Close up enough. Okay. Let me get some books. My high-tech studio. Okay. Yeah. Nope. It's just my slide. Okay. So, here we go. Woo! About tripped. Whoa, hey, that worked.
And yes, echo. But echo no more. There is no more echo. Hold on a minute. All right. There. Yes, there I am. Okay. Let's see. The first question then. So I see there's some people here. So if you'd like to play along and you'd like to respond to the questions that I'm going to ask, please do. It would be fun to have more than one person play. So I'm going to ask the first question, and it will be a perception question. And if you do, Lynn or Michelle, or the people that are watching, if you want to, based off of how I look, answer the question for me. Oh, okay, here's a good one. Close your eyes, and before you open them, what color is my shirt? Okay, well, some of these are not. So, and you can just say if you got it right. How about, for yourself, the question would be, these are some really interesting questions. So this one is, what about me is most strange or unfamiliar to you? I am actually curious. What do you guys answer? If you want to answer that one on me, let me know. Yes, Lynn, black. I'm wearing my shirt with laces. I thought, why am I saving this shirt? I should be wearing this shirt. It's a nice shirt. Okay. How about that? Okay. What subject? I'm going back and forth too fast. What subject did you thrive in at school? And did you fail any? So I will tell you what subject I thrived in at school. Let me get my shirt here. What subject did I thrive in at school? You know, I did good in school. I got A's and B's. Yes, what subject did you? Music. Yeah, that's a subject. I can see where you would be thriving in music. I'm trying to think. I'm like, I don't think there was anything that's probably why I had such a hard time figuring out what to do in like what to do with my life because there wasn't anything that, well, I did good in science. I did good in everything, really. What did I enjoy most, maybe is the way I should answer that. What did I enjoy most in school? I like jazz band, like being in the jazz band. That was a subject. You know, it was an elective. Oh, this doesn't have a side seam. It's around the back. Oh wait, no, that's okay. It's this. Goodness. So yeah, interesting. I wanted to go into science. And I might have. Oh, but okay, so I've got a question. I'm sorry, I have to think for a second because I need a different. Can you see that? There we go. So there's from here to here is where I'll need to extend the pattern piece. Oh, how am I going to do that? Oh, anyway, so it's here to here. And Katenka said that I need to kind of have it. But on Hyunjin's, it's just basically, I mean, like it just follows the shape. I almost need to drape it, I think. Well, that's not going to make for a very fun live stream. Okay, let me put this back. Did I ever fail a class? That's the question. No, I never failed a class. Michelle did fine in all of her classes. I didn't like gym either. Well, I liked certain things of it. I hated running sprints, but I have a heart murmur, so running is not my forte. Okay, although it is now, I can run now. Once I didn't have to like be fast, I enjoy it. It was just being fast that stank. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Let's just get the length of the ties and I can worry about the front later. That's probably a good idea, don't you think? Got 2 C's, one in 7th grade and one in 11th. I got a D on one class and I was like, it wasn't the class, it was a test, and that scared me straight. I was like, I can't do that. I guess the competitor in me rose up and was like, don't do that again. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I didn't go into science, was because when I got to college chemistry, it was so hard, and I got a C, and I was studying all the time, and I freaked out on myself, and I probably did myself a disservice. So, okay, let's do another one. Oh. So the question is, what do you think is the hardest part of what I do for a living? But what is the hardest part of what you do for a living? What is your biggest challenge when you're at work? My biggest challenge is finding resources for people. It's just so hard, and there's getting to be less and less, and it's, you know, people, I shouldn't go there. Social work and politics are so closely connected because of advocacy, but also because the policies that we have in our country directly affect, you know, what resources are available to vulnerable populations. So it's really hard to not talk about that kind of stuff. So I'm going to change the subject. What about you guys? What are some other difficulties? I don't know. Cranky people. Finding resources for cranky people, that's hard because nobody wants to work with them. And when people don't want to go to the hospital, like they're trying to remain independent, but they're not safe in their home. That sucks. I can't make anybody go anywhere though, and none of us can. So it's always up to them. I'm just talking because I have no idea where I'm going or what to do here. So 4 inches, it looks like 4 inches. So if I do 5-inch, 6 inches, I'm going to do 6 inches of just a square. Okay, 6 inches of just a square, and then I will be able to manipulate that into the actual shape that I need at the end, but I can go ahead and get the length out. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. So let's see. Lynn, 3 hours in different music things. Oh, nice. Michelle doesn't like calling parents. Oh, yeah. That was something. So I did not pay Blake's lunch account for all semester long, I'm sad to say. And I'm going to do 7. When we came back to school, it was gone. Like, I don't know if somebody paid it or if the school just wrote it off or what. It was a lot of money. Oh my gosh, that's another miracle. That's another miracle, you guys. Because I don't owe $400 in lunch money anymore. So yeah, I didn't even think about it, but thank you, universe or spirit guide, whatever. That's a miracle. Okay, so Blake, twice around Blake's waist was 60 inches. And then a little extra at the end. could put, that looked to be maybe 8 inches. So let's just put another foot on the end. So let's do it this way. And maybe if I do 30 inches and then 30 inches below, and I can use up less paper. That's probably a good idea too. Okay, next question. I always hated calling parents when I worked at the elementary school. Like if they're, let's see. What would your younger self not believe about your life today? What would your younger self not believe about your life today? My younger self. What would my younger self not believe? That I'm back in Nebraska? That I'm actually happy in Nebraska? That's probably it. Like, whoa, no way, you can't be happy in Nebraska. Ugh. I actually like Nebraska. This side of the state. Growing up in where I grew up in is a very small town. I mean, 6,000 people. So there just wasn't a lot to do. And the people were very close-minded. So you have somebody unique like me. I am going to get my ruler in case you're wondering. You have somebody like me, and that didn't go over well. So the fact that I am here and doing well, I think I'm doing well, is kind of I think that I would be surprised. I think I always expected to have kids. In fact, I told my mom when I was 3, I was a mother before. She needed, like, I was telling her what to do, and I was like, well, I was a mother before. Hyunjin! Well, hello! How are you today? What are you up to? I'm surprised to see you. I'm happy you're here, though. I'm doing okay. My hair is floppy. We are working. Did you see the beginning? Did you get to see the collar? Your whole life is unexpected from when you were younger in a good way. You didn't get to, do you want to see the collar? I'll show you. I'm glad, Michelle. What's one of the best things about your life now that you would be surprised? Okay, hold on. I'll show it to you on the pictures of Blake. So I'm going to get close here. It's embarrassing. Here I am. Okay, just a sec. Let me pull up the other picture for reference. Whoa! Can you see? Whoops. I was telling Michelle and Lynn that, you know, it's not as sharp as it might have been. Do you like it? Do you think it's good? So it's not as sharp because it's a soft fabric, but it's done. I think it's done. So now I'm just working on the ties. You like it? Cool. I'm so excited. So, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? I don't know. Do you want to play the game with us? Because I ask a question. Sorry. I ask a question and then we just kind of answer in the comments, and I tell you guys about my life. But it's a little, which game? Okay. So these cards. And so I pull a card These are not oracle cards, but like this one. Do you believe everyone has a calling? If so, do you think I found mine? But I answer for me, and then you would answer for you. And so Michelle and Lynn have been answering for themselves. And so it's just that. So if you want to play, oh, okay. Okay. Well, let's do that one then. Let's do that. So Michelle, Lynn, Munji, do you believe everyone has a calling? And if so, do you think you have found yours? So, and then I'll start so you guys can type in the comments. Yes, I think people have multiple callings. I think that there's lots of ways that, sorry, I'm trying to make it so, there. People have multiple callings. Because we all have multiple, it's hot in here now. It's so hot. So we have so many different roles that we play and in the world. And so we have, so we all have callings. And so at different times, maybe we have different callings. And do I think I found mine? Oh, okay. Well, cool. Would they like to play the game? So, as far as my calling, I think I'm developing it. I think that the 2 years I've spent on YouTube have led me to this point where I actually now have a purpose for having a YouTube channel instead of, okay, that sounds good. I'm glad they want to come and join too. So, hello. So, can I call you Marv? So, I think that YouTube is starting to kind of get figured out. Hi, Marv. All right, Marved. So what do you guys think? What are your opinions on having a calling? Do you feel like you have a calling? A calling can just be, I mean, just be being a mom or living your life with intention, you know? I mean, it doesn't have to be a huge calling. Changing your world where you're at instead of trying to make change on a huge purpose, you know? So, what else? I'm just waiting for you guys to say what you think. I'm also thinking because I have to like draw my lines. And I can't draw lines and talk at the same time apparently. Michelle or Lynn, what do you guys think? Do you guys believe in callings, or are we just here to just live life? That's something I saw today, like today or on Instagram, was that thinking. We're here to live life, not necessarily to be happy. Like, there's going to be periods of happiness, but there's periods of times of not being happy too. And that those are the times that we learn and grow. And I thought that was kind of profound. Just a sec, I need a scissors. Because so much of our lives are centered around being happy, you know, we want to be happy. And I think we're supposed to be happy. I mean, like, but just not to fear the bad times, because that's part of the living experience. Okay. Lynn says, oh, Munji doesn't know about callings. And Lynn says, I've never gone looking for one. They just kind of came to me. The callings? And Michelle says she doesn't feel like she does, just going along with whatever happens and trying to be a decent person. I think that's probably best, actually. I think people get kind of caught up in callings. I don't know, though. You know, I was Catholic, and you had calls to be priests. Maybe callings are more of a spiritual thing. I think it's more about roles, that we have roles to play in each other's lives. So, okay, let's see. New card. Oh, that's singing. Sing the chorus of your favorite song of all time. Get into it. I'm not doing that. So, just saying, I'm not doing that. Okay, here we go. Ooh. I don't know. Do you guys want to do this question? It says, write the 3 most important things in life to you, and then you compare. I don't know. That seems a little intimate. Let's pick a different card. I don't know that I'm up to that. Describe your perfect day. What would your perfect day be like? Boy, that's a hard one. Boy, why am I making this all so hard? Is that a hard one for you guys? So, at the end, of course, these are going to taper. So I'm going to tape it together, and then I'm going to figure out how to taper it. I'm hoping this doesn't take, I really would like to be cutting the jacket out next week. That is my plan. Going to your girlfriend's, you think? Perfect day, going to your girlfriend's. Cool. And then, the scissors. What is perfect at your girlfriend's? What makes it a perfect day? Maybe I shouldn't ask that question. What do you think? Do you want to answer that question? My perfect day, I think my perfect day is being outside. I really cannot tell you how happy I am outside. It is just the best. Okay, taping. I need tape. What else? Perfect day. Spending it with Blake and Spencer. Like, I've really enjoyed when I've gone to listening to music. That's always nice. Am I having lag? Oh, what else? Helping people. That makes a good day. When I go to do home visits and people are happier when I left than when I got there, that's always a good feeling. Okay, so need about 4.5 inches on this end. So 4.5 minus 7. 7 minus 4.5. I don't know how to do this backwards. 7.0, 4.5, 6, 2.5, divided by 2, 1.25. Okay, so 1.25 from the top, 1.25. And then 1.25 from the bottom. There. Okay, new question. That's kind of a weird one. What have you been listening to on your music library? Okay, so Katinka said that, well, I don't think I want to worry about that. So, shoot. I'm trying to think with the suit coat. How wide the ends end up. Do you know what I'm saying? And it looks to be about, like in my mind, 3 or 4 inches. So if I do 4 inches, I have an idea. I don't know. And Lynn, if you have any ideas, if you're like, Laura, you're doing that the hard way, let me know, because I will definitely, I will fix it. I mean, like, I will listen to you. So it was 60 inches around twice, plus a little bit more. So 60 inches. Is anybody with me? Okay. And then I said a foot extra. So there's a foot. My playlist. What is my playlist? I Am You came up on my playlist just randomly. So I've been listening to that. Michelle, if you haven't heard that song, there's on YouTube. I'll send you a link to a live performance because it's really pretty, really nice. Well, good to know I'm thinking straight, Lynn. That I am not wrong. So, what I like about the video recording, sorry, I'm thinking again. What I like about the video recording is that you can really hear their voices. So, okay. 3 inches probably at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna say 3 inches. Okay. It's so long. Like, how am I gonna do this? At 60, probably by 60 inches, it should be the 3 inches too, because it only really needs to get narrower, more narrow. Yeah, I'm thinking the bottom needs to be straight and the top needs to kind of angle in. And then, oh, well, if that's the case, the top would angle into eventually being that 3 inches. and then it's knotted. So yeah, so I think the bottom would just be straight. So by 60 inches, it should be 3 inches. I think I'm okay. I think that will be good. I bet if I do this, I can go like that. I think I'm going to have to piece together, well, I guess it just depends on the length of the fabric that I have left over. Okay, is that 3 inches? Yep. All right. So the bottom will stay straight. So I can draw the bottom line. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Lynn, after I started thinking about piecing it together. Hopefully they'll be just, because it's several yards long, and this is not several yards. Well, it is several yards long, but there should be, I would think there would be. Okay. Okay, so I wasn't thinking right when I did this. Oh well. So the bottom, I'm going to just make a 1/2 inch. No, maybe I should do a 1/4 inch seam allowance so it'd be narrow. I'm going to do a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Let me get a pen. Okay, seam allowance. One inch. Take an inch off. This away. Nobody wants to share what's on their music library? That's okay. Oops. I'm thinking. I apologize. I'm not talking. I guess I need a different card. How about... Oh, this is an easy one for you guys to do. What do you think I'm most likely to splurge on? I have a feeling you probably would. Oh, shoot. Well, shoot. I should have worked backwards. Dang it. Yep. Nope. Oh my God, what am I doing? If I worked backwards, going from here, that would go up to there. But that would need to have, well, this needs to be 3 inches from this bottom piece. Well, 3 1/4 inches. Okay, I'll get it figured out. I can do it. Okay, can't see. Sorry. 1 1/4. Dave Matthews Band. I love Dave Matthews Band. CDs. Ingenue and Jagged Little Pill. Oh, yeah, Jagged Little Pill. There's a length of the narrowest part. Yeah, I'm thinking that it should angle down pretty quickly at the front. Maybe even, I'm going to have to look at the back to see exactly what the back of the top tie, because it wraps around, then it wraps around again, and then it kind of wraps around and ties on the side. So it's 2 full ties. So how much is on the top one versus the bottom one? Because I know it's a little thicker, and I can use that as my guide to how deep the tie needs to be too. So, you know, where, because I know on Blake it wraps around 30 inches one time and 60 inches 2 times. So the top one, I'll know that top space needs to be 30 inches. The first 30 inches needs to be 4 inches at this point, and then taper down to 3 inches by the end. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, new card. When this game is over, what will you remember about me? That's not a good card at all. Let's try. I like the idea of this card though. I mean, like this game, playing it with like people in person, it would be fun. What is a lesson you will take away from our conversation? What is the lesson I will take away from this conversation? I don't know. That I'm overly optimistic on things? I don't know. I'll take away from this conversation that it's fun to spend time with friends. So I am going to go ahead and make this line, and then I will figure out the rest after I got the line made and cut off. I don't know that I need to be doing this, but I can't think very well. Well, thank you, Michelle. I am so pleased with that collar. I'm so surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised. Put it in. I'm surprised because it finally worked. Like, I don't know. Everything's working this week. Yay. So much good. So much good. Mochi, did you go? Like, I see that there's still people there, but... And Marv? Marv? There we go. Let's see. Okay. So let's measure out 30 inches. Let's say it goes down to 4 inches. I'm thinking. Here's 30 inches. And then up here, it was 4.5. So, I don't know, it must go down quickly, like descend like the angle. So you think maybe 3.5? 3. Maybe 3 inches by then. Okay, we're gonna have to look. Sorry, everybody. Oh no, it doesn't show the back. I don't know. It looks like it's probably 3 or 4 inches. 3 inches? I would say 4 inches on the first wrap, because then it looks like it's probably, well, maybe even 2 inches on the bottom. 2 inches? I'm going to say 2 inches at the end, 3 inches in the middle, 4 inches at the top. What do you guys think? Would you agree with that assessment? I'm going to go with it. So at 30 inches, it needs to be 4 inches. No. 30 inches, it probably needs to be 3 inches. And then probably by, I would say before 15 inches maybe? 15. Must be 2 inches. It always looks so long. I'm going to do that. I think that's, I don't know either, because I know, Lynn, I know. I just like it exact. So I'm thinking though, let me do this again. I'm thinking I'm going to have to look at it, but it almost looks like they, yeah, that there's an angle on both sides. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look at the picture. Thankfully, it's almost noon, so I can't get this to move. There we go. There we go. All right. It is true, Lynn. It's 12:03. So, are you guys ready to say goodbye? I am. I'm going to have to look at the pictures a little bit more before I can know exactly what I need to do. So shall we have closure? I am having fun. I'm like, even though it's frustrating because, you know, it's taken so long, I seriously thought this would be a lot faster project. It's been fun. I've enjoyed the live streams. I've just enjoyed everything. Oh, hi, Kai. The outfit's coming along really well. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see the finished collar? I'll show you what we were just closing up shop, but I'd be happy to show you. Okay, hold on. I'm going to move this so I'm not... I'll just, there. Oh my gosh. It's a little low. Hold on. So I can... Okay. Sorry. That was funny. Okay, here you go. Here's reference. I'll always show anybody all my hard work. That's... Okay. I think here, this one you can see the best. You like it? You think I did good? I'm so pleased. Whoa. I was just working on the ties, and again, it's proving to be more difficult than... You wouldn't think just straight lines would be hard, but I've never done it before. So, there it is. What have you been up to, Kai? Have you had fun? Have you had a good week? Writing a book. Is it fiction or nonfiction? Let me go over here. I'll talk. If you don't mind talking for a second, I'd love to talk with you. Ooh, romance. I'm glad you had a good week. How far are you into your book? I've written books. I've written 2. They were fantasy, urban fantasy. Chapter 3 of 15. Cool. Do you know how many words you were going to have in it? Like word count wise? Mine were usually around 50,000, 70,000, 80, 90. Cool. Do you have plans? Or are you just doing this just to express yourself, or are you doing it to have, like, do you want to publish it and stuff like that? Awesome. Well, when you do, you'll need to let me know. I'll go buy one. Are you going to do just electronic, or are you going to do like full paper, or do you want to find an agent? How am I? Okay, good. I'm okay, thank you. I actually had a very nice week. It was filled with kind of miracles. I had honest to goodness miracles happen. So that's always nice. Do you want to tell me what it's about? Maybe you don't, because you never know. Sometimes people take ideas and stuff. Okay, logline. That'll be good. I'd love to see the logline. Are you in high school or college? Or not in school? I thought you were in school, though. Just 1 week, an overly pessimistic woman finds herself in the center of events, wildest dreams to meet up in K-pop boy group. Ooh! Love, toxins, jealousy, and unspoken issues really stitched all for a girl. Nice! That sounds like a lot of fun. Are you having a good time writing it? Being creative is so nice. I mean, like, it just fills your cup up so well. It takes all those negative thoughts and stuff and it just goes away. For me, if I can be creative, it helps a lot. Yeah. Well, I don't know. What else do you think? I appreciate you stopping by today. Is there anything else to talk about? Because I probably should let you guys go. I am going to sew some more. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you to the 4 people that are still here. Lynn and, what am I saying? Lynn and Michelle, thank you. Moonji, if you're still out there. And Kai, thank you. You have fun writing. You all, everybody have a good day, okay? Sending love. Love y'all. Okay, here we go.